My wonderful people, I bring greetings anywhere you may be joining us from, or seeing us from, or looking or hearing our voices. I welcome you this wonderful afternoon, this wonderful evening, this wonderful day. You are all welcome. Um, we will continue anyway. I want us to know that I would just like make we shift back a little bit before we go into today's program. Make we just shift back small. If we go remember very well, when Soludo came into power, he started with stopping sit at home. As he tried and tried and tried, he no fit. Soludo can say him go begin prayers on Monday. Soludo say Monday in Onitsha, in the whole of Anambra, we become prayer day. And we call Biafrans to be careful of what Soludo is planning to do. And I thank God Biafrans listened and understood. We tell Biafrans, if Soludo want make you do anything, make him go do first. If he dey call you to come and pray, make him go pray first. And the Soludo do everything, but everything we do no reach. And now, he can go back, go the plan strategy. The one that is in bar in Enugu don't come planning own, carry out his own, doing own. People refuse to come out. He threatened them. They said, we are not coming out. He kpainged them. Till now, they say, we are not coming out. You see, one thing we go understand is say these people, they work for somebody. And when their masters feel like they know they do anything, they go push them into the field to go and do something, try something. They will come put out one thing as a new strategy. Biafrans everywhere, I welcome all of us. Anywhere you they join us from, or they see us from, or they hear us from, I welcome you this wonderful day, this wonderful evening, this wonderful afternoon, this wonderful night. Well, as we all know, wetin Soludo the plan now to begin by, and I won't make you remember, even though say Peter Mbade kpai, he never kpai reach Soludo. You remember how many times Soludo don't go Obaru go kpai people? You remember how many times? In the kpai them in number. And these people, Obaru, make I tell us, Obaru have oil. Now wetin we know they remember. Obaru, oil dey for Obaru. So anywhere you see that they go try make them wipe out the people wey dey there, something dey for there. Now that thing wey dey for there, I go beg you, make you try find out wetin e be before you go join people wey you no know. They talk something wey you no know. Because so many people, their own be say anything will happen. They tell you say now like this, you jump go there. Now this one, you jump go there. Many people don't even care to know what is going on, what happened, how it is happening, when is it happening. They no care. Their own is co Sarah. Anywhere you push they go there. Make findings yourself. They no one make find They no one do any findings. We must continue. We must continue. So today, so many things they happen, so many things don't happen, so many things still there happen, and all these things. Now, what they be? We see Soludo. I think can only Soludo and Bonaboy I want to talk about. Maybe we just choose Soludo and Bonaboy, talk about them. We go enter our Prime Minister's handle and then see waiting day on. But before then, I see my people. Shimeze Destiny, I greet you. Shinenye Aboni, Dewo, Nolin, one them the free man, equal to onye, equal to onye. Emanam, how man equal to onye, maybe they don't know. Equal to onye. I greet you, my brother. Ugochukwu one them, Dewo. Onyeshi Onwuka, Dewo, Onyeshi. Ndewo no more Chineke. Anyway, you are joining us from or seeing us, I greet you and I welcome you. Try do me a favor as you just comment, like the program. We will continue to go on. So, like today, we see some things where happen, how they happen, why they happen. We see Darlington. We see Soludo, we see Burna Boy. I think maybe we'll talk of Darlington first before we go for we'll talk of Darlington. You see, when we are calling for freedom, you see all these people that call themselves Yeye British, they are not interested. Do you know why? They love the atmospheric, the no rule of law atmosphere. They are enjoying it. They are enjoying that no rule of law atmosphere, no justice, intimidation, no justice, no rule of law, abduction, criminality, man pass man. They are enjoying it. If you ask me, waiting at the talk, yes. If you see waiting Darlington do, where make Burna Boy go abduct him, in the name say in write petition. Make I ask you a question. If you write petition against somebody, if there is a rule of law, you write a petition that somebody is insulting you, because that's the only thing Burna Boy would have written in the solution we know, in the petition we know, that Darlington there insult them. Finish. If true say a petition ain't right, police no suppose put handcuff for Darlington hand. Police no suppose put handcuff for Darlington hand. It no suppose happen. Why police go? You see, intimidation in the highest order. Intimidation in the highest order is what these people love, is what they are enjoying. That is why they don't want freedom to come, because they want to remain on top, where they go, they intimidate others. This is all they want, where they will be intimidating other people. Steady, steady, steady. This is what they want. And the Efule Mado, Burna Boy, I thought Burna Boy was mad before. Honestly, I used to like him. I thought he reasons like a human being. I used to respect him, thinking that no a human being, but now I know say in brain na pem. Burna Boy is enjoying walking around with 20 policemen and army men with AK-47. They love it when their presence intimidates others. Ask Burna Boy, tell me the greatest or biggest big shot celebrity in America that walk around with a policeman, with a policeman even, a policeman, one common policeman. Michael Jackson, one policeman no full am for back. Are you saying you go employ ordinary security guard wey no carry gun? Highest one or two. And did you know why they use these security guards? So that their fans no go overwhelm them. So that their fans no go disturb them. So that their fans no go overcrowd them. Finish. Not for any other thing. Not that they are scared that somebody want to rob them, somebody want to steal them, somebody want to kidnap them. No. But Burna Boy cannot walk free in the street of Nigeria. All of them, Burna Boy, both the video, none of them can walk freely in the street without police carrying big AK following them. Now, no one, maybe 5. Depend on how much you want to pay. We see this every day. Now we see Darlington mother coming out to cry in the public. And I'm asking Burna Boy, if your mother will come out to cry in the public, how would you feel? Burna Boy, you are the only son, I believe. You are the only son of your mother. Burna Boy, how you go feel your mama come out for public, come there, cry? How would you feel, Burna Boy? You saw talented mother come out, come there, cry. Yet, you still get mind, go your Twitter handle, go the right, yeah. Guess they say somebody is missing. Guess who is missing? Speed Darlington. Making fun of the whole thing. What is his name? Burna Boy, let me tell you. Rain, you know they fall for one person roof. You know they ever fall for. The same way he fall for somebody roof for east, he go still come fall for north one day. It might take time. If the biggest shots in America are falling, who are you, Burna Boy? You can fall tomorrow. You can fall now. Do you know why PDD come before today? Do you know why R. Kelly fall? Because they are in a civilized country. No matter the evil you do, one day it will open. And when it open, nobody there to collect money to drop down any charge. Like Nigeria, where Bobrisky or Bobrisky will pay EFCC to drop down laundry charge. Laundry charge, drop down, cut off. Laundry charge. Where else would you see all these things if not in zoo? Where else would you see somebody sitting down in his house and call police? Let me be Burna Boy. I beg, make on go carry Speed Darlington. And it will be done. Who are you, Burna Boy? Who are you? The mother came out to cry. You see him, you know even think say, and the Burna Boy, your mother is watching. I hope you have a mother that is watching. Burna Boy, mama, make you see this woman. This, if you refuse to talk senses into your son, the same way this woman cry for justice today is the same way you are going to cry very soon, and nobody will listen to you. Because what did that happen to some people be say that the thing say consign them, consign them. It go consign you. When it consign you, nobody go help you clean and come out. Nobody go fit help you clean and come out. Now be waiting with the talk. The woman came out to come the cry. Help me. Make gonna help me, my son. Crying.
Good day, everyone. Good day, Nigerians. My name is Miss Queen. I am Darlington's mother. I just get information that my son is missing. Speed Darlington is missing. His gate man called my family and notified my family that there's a video Darlington made and put on internet about Burna Boy. So he notified my family that Burna Boy came with his team and they picked Darlington up from his house. Please, please. Darlington is my only son. Darlington is one and only son I have. I am begging my fellow Nigerians, please, everyone should help me to beg Burna Boy. Burna Boy, please. My name is Miss Queen. Burna Boy, I'm begging you. My knees on the ground. Please, I am begging you, Burna Boy. Tamper justice with mercy, please. Tamper justice with mercy. Have mercy on my son. Forgive me, please. Burna Boy, I'm on my knees. I'm begging. Tamper justice with mercy. Forgive Darlington. Forgive Darlington. Forgive Darlington. I am begging. Nigerians, please come to Darlington's aid. Please. You people, all Nigerians, all Darlington's fans should join me to beg Burna Boy. Please. Burna Boy, please. Tamper justice with mercy. Forgive Darlington. This is me, Darlington's biological mother. I am begging. I don't know what to say other than I am begging. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a mother. Please. He's my only son. Forgive him. Forgive him. I'm just asking for forgiveness. Please, Burna Boy, please. Please. Please, I'm begging. Forgive my son. Release him. Forgive my son, Burna Boy, please. All Darlington's fans out there, please join me to beg Burna Boy for the release of Darlington. Nigerians, come to my son's aid, please. Please. I am begging. I'm on my knees begging. I'm begging. I'm just begging. I have no words. I have nothing to say than to beg Burna Boy. Burna Boy, please, I'm on my knees. May it touch your heart to release him. Forgive him, please. Forgive him. Forgive him. Forgive him, please. I have nothing more to say than to forgive my son. Have mercy on him. Oh, have mercy on my son, please. 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 I'm begging. Have mercy on my son. Have mercy on my son, please. Bona boy, please. I am begging you, okay? Have mercy on him, please, okay? Have mercy on him. I'm not in Nigeria right now, please. Have mercy on my son. Pamper justice with mercy, please. Please. Thank you so much. I know you will listen to me. Please.
We saw the video. Me, Ikotoya, yes, I hear, I know, I see what you're saying. It's irrelevant making mockery of Burna Boy. One thing Burna Boy should know is that if you begin to look at people, where you come from, who you are, your identity, nobody you go open in yash where you no go see shit. Nobody when you go open in yash where you no go see shit. So that one no be waiting with the talk. Now you no go blame the woman, Chris Kane. You no go blame the woman. You will not blame the woman. Because the woman knows what Nigeria is all about. Nigeria knows what Nigeria means. So you no go blame her. If na you go do anything you can. What she want is her son. But what is his name? Burna Boy wants. What Burna Boy wants is to force Darlington to come beg him in the public. But that one is irrelevant. Our Prime Minister made a statement. He don't give Burna Boy 48 hours. After 48 hours, if we no see Darlington, maybe then you go understand. Maybe you go wrong, Burna Boy, you go wrong, they go forever. You no go come back to Biafra land again. Both coming to do concert again. He's saying write petition to police against, and some fools are there saying, but what is this? Darlington Akpe went too far. What far? Which length? Which far? What did he say? Did you not hear when Akpe told you that when Puff Daddy recognized him, Burna Boy said to him, don't go, don't pay attention to him. If he wants you, let him invite you. If you go, it will make you look sheepish. Didn't you hear that part? Darlington said it. He said that. Pop Daddy, I saw it direct from Diddy's word. Recognizing Darlington and saying he liked Darlington. He's courageous. He would like to meet him. And the Darlington was telling you in that video he made also that Burna Boy discouraged him from taking that step, going to Diddy. But immediately Darlington had a small, what is his name? Burna Boy had a slighted chance that Diddy did not even recognize him in the public. He ran and booked appointment and went to see Diddy in his home. Don't you see jealous there? You don't see jealous there? You don't see blackmailing, backbiting, betrayal for there? You don't see that one? Somebody recognized Akpe. You said Akpe, no, don't go. If you go, he will not have respect for you. But he did not even recognize you before you jump to him. Because you are looking for fame. You need power. This is the problem people have, my brother. This is their problem. You say, why they talk? Waiting you know, waiting you know na rubbish. Let me tell you, all these things you people are saying are rubbish. This is why you need freedom. You don't have right to intimidate anybody from talking. You can't stop anybody from talking. If you feel what he's saying is not true, take him to court. You don't send police because you have money. You pay police to go and kidnap him and intimidate him. For what? Why will you keep him there for 4 days? Or 5 days now since Friday? You took him. For what? You did not charge him to court. What did he do? Did Darlington commit any criminal offense? If you feel that somebody insults you, you file a case. Take him to court. This is because you don't have rule of law. Have you not seen people on the screen insult President Obama, insult President Biden, insult whoever they want to insult? Highest thing you can do is to call them in the court. It's when they refuse to appear in court or send their representative, you know they have committed an offense. That somebody sit down and talk is not committing any offense. As I am here, I can tell you that the president of this country is doing rubbish, that he's behaving like a baby, that he don't know what he's doing. I, as a foreigner, you can't do me anything. The worst you can do is to come and ask me, what is it? Why are you saying this? And I will give you my reasons. If you were to be in shoes of Darlington, will you not do worst? I'm asking you a question. I wish I can see that video now. We play it and see. If you are to be in Darlington's shoe, bro, you go do worst. In that video, Darlington said, I'm repeating it again. I wish I can find that video. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that video. In that video, Darlington said, okay, I have speed Darlington there. Hold on. Let me find it. Speed Darlington. I wish I can see the video. In that video, Darlington said it's not here. I wish I can find the video. I can't find it. In that video, Speed Darlington said that he was recognized by Diddy. He was recognized by Diddy. It'd be like saying 9 this. Hold on. Not like saying 9 this. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. Because it go good. If you dey talk, you go dey show. Make we listen. Let me see. Let me be sure that my ear no deceive me. Say I hear the right thing. Hold on. That's just the only part I want us to listen to. Let's see. I got the video. I believe this should be the video. Let's see.
PDD say I inspire him, but my Igbo brothers advised me not to go near him until he approached me. And I listened and didn't go around him. The next thing I noticed is Faz, the bad guy, and the Bonner boy. Everybody just they rush, they go America to snap with Diddy that year. Bobo, in no time after Bonner posted his picture with Diddy, the next year I've been at the same particular year, Bonner won Grammy. You understand?
all those ones know they're important again. But the truth is this: no matter what in talk, no matter how we talk you no get right to intimidate anybody. Have you not seen people talk to, even face to face, they woo Kenya West, Didi, all of them, Lopez, all of them. Don't you see? Our problem is that we only end up in African media. Go and find out what happens against or about foreign celebrities. They tell them trash. When you do nonsense, they give you nonsense. Because you have freedom of speech. If you feel waiting in talk no good, you know, like go report them to the authority. You don't intimidate him with the authority. But here in the Nigeria, what you have is the authority of intimidation. You have the authority of intimidation, where they intimidate you, where you have no right. You say in talk, waiting in talk. Daniel, waiting in talk. That is what we are saying. God don't work. No rule of law, no justice, no nothing. That is why I am telling you that these people you copy, you see people like Burna Boy, people like Flavor, all of them, they don't want Biafra to come. They don't want Biafra to come because they love it the way they are intimidating people. They love it the way there is no rule of law. If it is a place where there is rule of law, nobody will depend on you to come to become a musician, to become an artist. There will be competition in the market, and these people don't want it. They want to remain the only God. They want to remain God. If you talk, they send you to prison without judgment. How can you take somebody? What did he do? What did you do? Those of you that are in Western world, do you have right to send police to go and arrest? I'm talking of arrest too. Arrest somebody without a handcuff. Just go and arrest somebody for under 24 hours. More than 24 hours, I mean to say. Do you have the right? Do you have the right to call police on the phone and tell him, go and carry this man for me? In the talk with him, who be you, who born you? Even if you be president of that nation, you can't do it. And it's not my business what anybody feel. My business is that if you don't want freedom, this is the kind of thing you encourage. Because when you are in a land where there is a rule of law, this kind of thing cannot happen. Haven't you seen people making jest of Didi, telling Jay-Z? You don't listen to what they tell Jay-Z. You don't listen to what they tell Beyonce. You don't listen to what they tell what is her name, J-Lo. You don't listen. If you are not listening to all this thing, you go understand. You know, go understand. I mean to say. You have to listen to what is happening because there is a rule of law. Thank you, Kochuku, my brother. Not be anywhere where they civilized, where law they work. This is why they love Nigeria the way it is. They don't want law. They want it that they themselves are the law so that they can go on and intimidate whoever they want to intimidate. They can go on and then take out whoever they want to take out. That's, by the way, we don't talk in matter too much. No go there. Burna Boy, the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government, Simon Ekpa, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, said he gave you 48 hours, and that 48 hours began counting about 2 hours or 3 hours ago. Keep them there. You know, say you don't find trouble and you go carry trouble. Now waiting to tell you with that one. We come to Soludo. How many of you remember the video when Soludo there for occasion? You see movement, in things saying a Biafran army, in run. They tell and say, no be them. He come back. He come they laugh. How many of you remember that video? Nobody remember the video. The video I'm talking about. There was a video when Soludo was in occasion. Nolim, thank you for remembering. There was a video. Soludo was making a speech in an occasion. He saw some movement. Soludo want to run away, hoping that this Biafran army don't land. In life, it don't work out. Have you asked yourself, why did Soludo want to run? Despite the Nigerian army and police that is surrounding him. Have you asked yourself that question? I am looking for that video. I need that video again. Who get and make you send me a beg? I need that. If you get them, send me, tell me, say you don't send me now. So if Soludo know that these people cannot defend him, cannot save him, if you send them to my WhatsApp, now, where would they hear? Beg Owen Palace. Just send them for me now. Make I bring them here. And they can't tell me at the like, make we, because it's good if you the talk in the show. Just send them now. Make we see them. I beg. Owen, I beg. Send them. If you send them, just let me know. Say you don't send them. So, as I been tell you before, Soludo know there is no confidence in the people around him. That the people where you call Biafran soldiers, they are the people that have dread. When you see them, you see fear, you see trembling. So now, Soludo come out. Can't tell people say, now must say they go open their shop. If they no open their shop, may they no open them again. The same thing we would talk, where law does not work, where there is no law, but waiting you go see anarchy. Waiting Soludo the plan not to begin the buy innocent people now. How can you tell people you must come out and open your shop or we seal it? Who gave you right to seal a shop that is not your own? A shop that has not gone against the law, just because you want intimidation in the highest order. This is all the thing where they talk now. This is one of them. Thank you, my love. Thank you, my sweetheart. Let me look for it. Owen Palace, Owen Palace, Owen Palace. Where is it? Owen Palace, I know Siamo. I know Siamo. Just saying that this line the way they here, we send them. Why I know Siam now? Palace, I don't see anything though. I know Siam. You don't see the WhatsApp number there now. The WhatsApp number is there on the screen. You can see the WhatsApp number on the screen. The WhatsApp number is +34 632 86 3066. +34 632 86 3066. That is the number. I don't put up for comment. Okay, now, like with the talk, the same no law. The same thing when law no the work. The same thing in a place that the people are being intimidated, being forced, being subjected to do what they are not supposed to do against their own will. Make we hear Soludo first.
And I'm on inspection to be sure that your shops are all open. Every Monday, every shop must be open. On Mondays, everyone in the main market must be open. I came to see how it is going. We are bringing security to make sure that everybody has adequate security. In a match every Monday. Ndị kwesịrị ibi ịzụ afịa on Monday jebe ebe ọzọ. Obere oge na dị na-asọ onwe ozugbo ife anyị na-eme. Onye ka ị na-asala aka na onwe ozugbo ife ị na-eme mana ọ gị mechiri ya na ọ gị kọsụrụ ya. This is unacceptable. I'll be here again every Monday. We'll be back here. Anytime, any shop that is not open will be sealed and will never be open again for that week. Even at the point, if you are not open, we'll seal you for 1 month. You won't open. Was it is ready to open? Was it ready to open? You open from Monday. Monday through to Saturday. All the shops, you want to trade around here, all the shops must be open Monday to Saturday. So if you have a shop and you can't open it on Mondays, then keep it locked for the rest of the week. Are you with me? And we're going to enforce this. If it's a plaza, you lock it up on Monday, then you will not be able to open it for the week. Are you getting me?
Did you hear the order by the delegitimized Soludo? Now, let me share the link. I don't know, maybe because in a situation like this, people would like to talk. So if you want to if you have anything to contribute, feel free to join us here. If you want to join us in the studio or call by telephone, feel free. Okay, so you sent the video. Let me see. Good. I see the video. So waiting at the talk. Waiting at the talk. Waiting at the talk. Be say Biafrans should wake up. Nobody force you to go sit down. Nobody force you to sit at home. Now they are making you to believe that this sit at home is your problem.
I think that Nyabo Eva. How do you come when did that? Okay, I didn't come for the people.
Are you seeing it? despite the police you na ndị amị juru ebe ahụ, ụjọ, fear gripped him. Just a small movement, in the quick. Today, he is intimidating people, forcing people, you must open your shop or we seal it up forever. Because this is what he is telling you that any day you shut your shop on Monday, make sure your shop will never be open again. Where does that happen? Your own shop. You are not working for government. Soludo and his government did not give you money to establish your business. Nobody. It's just you are the sole proprietor of this business. Then you decide that Monday you are locking your shop, and the so-called illegitimate people will come and tell you, you cannot. If you do, we buy you. Now threat has entered. It's good that they are doing all these things so that the world will be seeing and
inspection
what they are doing. Tomorrow, no, tomorrow, you could look for who do them. Tomorrow, you will begin. Soludo, there is nothing Soludo has. Is this not that same Soludo that told you that Nnamdi Kanu is coming out tomorrow? Ask this man, where is this Nnamdi Kanu? Ask him. They are always ready to satisfy their caliphate, to carry out their biddings, their order, their law, their instructions, and it is always against their own people. Is this not the same Soludo that came out and tell you that they go mana and Google? Is it not the same Soludo? You see, there is something people are not getting. When you see them walking to channel to see that you return back and they start this business again, you think they are doing it for your own good. They are doing it for their own good. Do you know how much Onisha market generates every year? What have they done with it? The shops are built by individuals. The environment are cleansed and kept by individuals. Yet, the individuals will pay money to the Anambra State authorities. What are they doing with this money? I don't know if I can find the amount Anambra generates. Wow. You will be surprised. I think over 900 million or billion naira. Let me see if I can see it. Just a moment. I wish I can find it. I wish I can find it. In a situation like this, it will be difficult because I want to see the exact amount I am looking for. So when you see Soludo crying telling you have to come to market. If you don't come to market, you are losing. It's because of that money they steal. Ego one izu ka ha na-ebere akwa. Because ha sị na anapụgo ha nri n'ọnụ na economy agbarigo. Onye gbariziri economy? Onye gbariziri economy? One year. What is the revenue? I'm trying to see if I can get it. It will be good if we see it. So you will understand. I don't want to just talk. I want us to be sure. I want to be sure. I want us to be sure. So this thing now Soludo is doing is just to start doing it. Just so small time, it go begin there. You hear say they done they shoot, they done they buy, they done they shoot, they done they buy. And the who be these people where they go shoot, where they go buy? Now the same people. Just to tell you that Simon Ekpa and his boys are now shooting people. Simon Ekpa and his boys are shooting innocent people. This is all they want to tell you. This is all where they are driving to. I go cool down find them. I go cool down find them. I go find them. I go find them. When I find them, I go publish them. But no be small money. That's what I want you to know. It's not a small money. And all this money, you know, build road, you know, build anything for the market, water no day, nothing day. Electric no day. Their problem is coming of Biafra. They don't want Biafra to come. Why are they fighting against the coming of Biafra? Because they are enjoying the atmosphere where intimidation is in the highest order. Because they like calm. If you talk, they throw you inside that room. Nobody go come see you. Nobody go ask. Nobody go talk. And we they hear the talk. Where somebody go get up, do wetin he want, and nothing go happen. They go talk them the way they want talk them, put them the way they want put them, nothing go happen. When you know wetin they do, you no go know how you go stop them. If you find out wetin they do you go know how to stop it. Our problem is that people like Soludo are oppressors. They are oppressors. They are oppressors. Every day, people that cry, people that shout, people that every day yet these people don't understand. These people want to keep frustrating people every day for every reason, for everything. For how long? For how long? This is why you must stand for your freedom. Stand for your freedom. Stand for your freedom. Freedom will end all these things will be menace. If freedom comes, Soludo cannot come and tell you when to open your shop and when not to open your shop. This is all what we get for being Nigerians. Being a Nigeria has never given anybody anything good. Nothing. Nothing. Everything you get it with your power. Either you get it with your power. The only thing Nigeria gives is the good gift of those that trust and worship the evil cabals. If you no gree, you no go get, you no go work for you. You become enemy. They go work against you. They go find a way to comot you for road. Anyhow. If you refuse to understand that where we dey now, na a place or a point where everybody must stand up to defend their right, to fight for their right. I don't know wetin I go tell you. O kwuru na ego ya agwụgo now. He said it. When you choose to fight against the truth, you will never prevail. This is one thing everybody go understand. You no go fight against the truth and overcome. The truth must overcome. Did you not hear Mazen Nandekanu tell you that with the truth, he will destroy one Nigeria in their own court? Has he not done that? They don't have any more case against him. There is nothing more they have to bring up. They are now out of everything. They don't know what they want to do. They come, they tell you one thing or the other. People begin to jump up. Hey, they love you. They are planning for you. I want to ask you another question. You remember Benjamin Kalu? Tinubu has signed the reconciliation of the Igbo. No? Nigeria, Tinubu signed for him. When is he going to begin reconstructing and rebuilding Igbo land? When? I just ask because me, I don't know when that one is going to happen. When will, or what is his name? Carlo somebody. Why is my screen too? When will Carlo begin the so-called reconstruction? You see, when we come here and talk, people know they agree. They say you don't know waiting, you they talk, you don't know anything. But at the end, that person will not know anything, and that thing wait till you go happen. And it has been like this, and it they happen like this. If you are still one of those people that are talking down against the coming of Biafra, you better wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. The breaking news is that on 17th, Mazen Nandekanu will be going to court again. We don't know what they want to try him for. Whether they have a new judge that will begin the hearing now. We will find out. We will find out. We will know. But above all, our freedom is nobody is in nobody's hand. Our freedom is in our own hand. No matter how you want to, how you like it, do talk. The truth remains the truth. That is just a very simple. The truth will always remain the truth. If you know that support is freedom, wake up now and begin to support this freedom. That's the only thing I can talk. And that's the only thing I can say. I have to stop this program here, but I want make we remember, make we remember, make we remember, make we remember that this freedom we are talking about is not a freedom that anybody is coming from mountain or hill or from heaven to give you. It's a freedom that the God Almighty Creator has destined for you already. It's a freedom that you have to take because it has been given to you. You have to act. You have to do something. Somebody want give you something, you know, go collect them. Your act is your own point is to collect it. Take them. Take them. God has given it to you. And you are relaxing, sitting down. You want God to carry and come give you from heaven because here, Biafra is a heaven, a city that will come down from heaven. You are waiting to see it come down from heaven. Support with mouth, support with money, support with anything. You don't want to do anyone. I want to tell us that one day we will all sit down like this and be talking about a day like this. We will sit down and we will be narrating our stories. People of America are today. Once in a while, somebody will sit down and tell the story or read the book, how America come to be, how France, how British, how all of them. We want our nation to be like that as well. That one day maybe your children will carry a book and they will see, you see like as you see in Botswana, those people that did that to build the nation, to build the land, they have their names written on the wall with a marble that nobody can clean away. If any of the families happen to stumble into the university, they will go there and look, hey, I see my papa name here. Will your name be there? When they will publish the list of those people that supported this freedom, financially, otherwise, you think there will not be anything like that? When you go see names like this everywhere, maybe in one capital like that, you go see them. Those people that stood their ground that they need freedom. Will your name be there? When will they talk of freedom? No be my case. No be my case. As for those that are fighting against the coming of this freedom, they should continue. Continue. But the thing is that nothing anybody will do to stop this freedom. Be you anybody, you no fit stop this freedom. Not now, not tomorrow. You can never stop this freedom. Or rather, instead of me to end this program, I just find some of our Prime Minister videos and they play progress in Biafra restoration. Make we start with this.
Every one of you.
But sorry. Before I continue, Facebook, I have to take the program down from Facebook. So if you're watching me from Facebook, join me from YouTube now. I beg, because they will block the Facebook. They warn me that they don't want me to stream the face of the man, His Excellency. Atakata Boesia. Atakata Boesia. Simon Ekpa. They don't want me to they said they don't want to see his face on my wall again, or they will block it. So that is it. We must continue. Remember, this same Simon Ekpa na him be Atakata Boesia.
Colonel Simon Wakwe, Commander, 56th Brigade, Nkedina Lochukwu, Simon Okemili Nebuokwe, Simon Okuna Bozala, Simon Bo, Atakata Boesia. Hey!
The progress we have made so far, especially on the issue of defense. Biafra defense has been very, very strong. We're getting stronger by the day. The Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra resistance fighters has done tremendously very well. And I will invite the Minister of Defense to also have his 2-minute briefing the cabinet. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. So, Biafrans, so I greet all the cabinet members present. Just like the PM just said, the defense of Biafra land is very strong. Our men are very motivated. They know that what they're doing is that they're fighting for their freedom as well. So we're all fighting for freedom. So our people are doing very well, and we're supporting them. So that's very, very important. I will thank all the federal government administrators, how they are also learning how to support our men on ground by providing some needed, supplies when there's need for that. So that's why I don't want to go really deep into it, because we're making very our men, like our Dragon Fighter Marines and our Black Marines, in the peninsula, they're doing very well. We have some incidents, but we're still controlling the Abana. This regional headquarters in Abana, we're still controlling it partially, but we're fighting there. We're defending the area as well. And also on all departments, all the command fronts and the Biafra land in the mainland, we're doing very well. No, we have some challenges in Imo State, of course, but it's nothing that we cannot handle. So our men, our gallant men are doing everything, and they're winning. So we are winning. Biafrans are winning. So just to keep it there, all we need is support, more financial support, for the material that they need. So but we all have so far, we're doing very well and managing all the resources that we have. Thank you, PM.
Thank you very much, Defense Minister, for that update. And of course, we have had a development, a few days ago with our alliance with the Ambazonia leader, the president of Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, which the news came that he was arrested in Norway. And of course, on that regard, we have been able to establish contact with the Ambazonia, Governing Council to know exactly what is happening and what is going on. And of course, at this point, the information is still very limited, information we are getting, but it is one of the things that everybody should understand, that it is normal in a struggle like this. You have ups and downs, and you stay very resilient and continue to push. And at the end of the day, the end will justify the means. So I will invite the Director General of the Foreign Affairs Department or Ministry of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Homeland, Professor Joy Irobi, to give us a brief of what we have gathered so far between the Ambazonians Alliance. Professor Joy Irobi, over to you. You have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening, dear friends. So to go straight, so we I had a meeting with the Ambazonia team, and it was not well. They were a little bit onshore, and of course, it's very understandable. A lot of things are ongoing, but it's kind of kept quiet. So what is important is that they wanted us Biafrans to speak strongly and condemn what is ongoing. And that's what we're also doing, using the social media to really speak strongly against what is ongoing, and also basically looking at the relationship between the Cameroon BIA with Switzerland and the tight relationship between Switzerland and Norway. It's all political pressure. So basically, everything is under control. So we are very close and at standby, waiting for the Ambazonia team to give us some update on what they want us to do. But it's very good that the whole of Biafrans are basically standing strong and really condemning what is ongoing. So it's I believe that this is an opportunity for Dr. Cho to actually showcase why it's very important for Ambazonians to be free. So it might look very terrible or very difficult, but without this challenge, we're not going to be free. So we see it actually as a positive thing, and this is going to end well. I want to stop here now. Thank you, PM.
Thank you very much, the Director of Foreign Affairs, the Biafra Republic of Manchester, Professor Robi. And of course, on the update from the last court appearance of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, we expected that what transpired in the last court should have happened long time ago for the step down, because she can't convict Nnamdi Kanu. And of course, with what we actually foresaw, we encouraged the leader of indigenous people of Biafra to make sure that he was not tried in the last court. And that actually what happened. So if you have listened to many analyses, they have said that he was kind of making a lot of he took the show by himself in the court and didn't allow the lawyers to continue, because it is not proper that you can't try a crime on top of a crime. So he actually took advantage of that, and that led to the judge from resigning from the case, which is what she should have done a very, very long time ago. And so we are expecting that there's going to be a change in this whole process. But remember that we are not expecting him to get justice in Nigeria court. That is impossible. And that's what we have been stressing from the one. Nnamdi Kanu can never get justice. You don't expect a government, there's a terrorist government that went as far as going to another country to kidnap somebody and to come and give that person a justice. It's not possible. So every reasonable person should know this. And I'm very, very happy that Nnamdi Kanu understands this very well, and the message gets to him very, very well. Today, we are also getting information that the terrorist DSS did not allow the lawyers to visit him. It is also not a surprise to us. But one thing I would like to say here today to the lawyers who are still seeing him is that, whenever I come to shout and cry like this, remember that there is something behind it. The problem Nnamdi Kanu have today is the ex-wife. She went to visit him, not because she wants to do something. She wants to know how he is doing. She wants to know how healthy he is. She wants to know everything surrounding him, how things are moving and how things are going. And she was very, very shocked that Nnamdi Kanu was sound, health, and healthy. So what did she do? She needed to come out and start causing confusion in order to escalate when Nnamdi Kanu is already getting himself somehow. he wants to cause more confusion. So the more they limit, although she's not going to go there again for a very long time, but the more they limit anything, communication or contact with the woman, the better for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. She was directly involved in sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. And a lot of people do not know what happened. There are a lot of information some of us have that many people who are shouting out there on social media do not have. And I am happy that his in-law, Master Prophet, is making some kind of revelation, which a lot of people are taking as a joke because of the kind of person he is. So a lot of people don't take what he's saying very seriously. But there are some things that he's saying that I personally know. And one of them is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu relocated to Kenya. He has made this thing public, and nobody is actually interested in digging deeper. The reason he said Mazi Nnamdi relocated, he did not say he went to Kenya, he relocated to Kenya. And I am not surprised. He was also making comment that say anybody, any woman that is hitting the husband. Have you people listened to the latest video of Master Prophet? You know, he is the person he is. He's not, you are not supposed to take everything he says very seriously, but there are some certain things that he's saying that some of us, somebody like me, I know very well that it is the truth. He was making a video the other day and say a woman that is hitting the husband is not supposed to, you know, be a wife. A woman that is chasing the husband out of the house is not supposed to be a woman. A woman that is holding the man in the shed is not so. So all these things, what he was saying is actually what this woman did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their house. And he went further to say, because the woman feel that in Europe, a man cannot react, it means that this was what actually was going on in their house. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to leave the house. So if a woman who have done all these things to the husband, you think that that woman will want the best of the husband? The answer is no. So I want everybody to understand that many things that we know that many people don't know, it is still going to be in the public. But listen to what this Master Prophet is saying lately, not like when he was carrying baby and looking for Simon Ekpa to kill, you know, all those ones are, now everybody's brain is coming back because they have done, and now it is time for people to, you know, say the things the way it is. So if she can do all these things to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which many people don't know, you know, up to the extent of, you know, chasing him out of the house. And during the time of Nelly, you know, a lot of things, a lot of information we have, or we are just holding on, you know, to know how things will go. So there are a lot of things that is happening. Of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in a position at this point to make certain decisions because he doesn't know what is happening out there. So, but the lawyers now are the people I am talking to. And I know they're going to listen to this because everybody's waiting for this meeting. So I'm talking to the lawyers. The more they limit any access, any information, and let me also say it here. The only reason why she went to Abuja was because she's no longer getting information. Information is not coming from Ejimako. Information is not coming from the Maxwell. Information is not coming from the other Ejiofor, the other lawyer. So she was not getting information anymore, just like the criminals in the DOS. They're not getting information anymore. So she needed to go to see things herself, to know the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And when she went there, she saw of which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cautioned her, warned her very well that if you attack Simon Ekpa, you'll be divorced. Openly. She came back and she ran mad. So what is happening now is that we don't need to, you know, give credence to whatever that is happening. Biafra is not a family property. Anybody who is very competent and capable can fight for Biafra. And that's what all of you who have gathered, sacrificed everything, your money, your time, your profession, and your everything you have, including your security, you put it into the struggle to see the kind of progress we have made today. Do not allow anybody to make you believe that the struggle for Biafra belongs to certain people. No. What we are doing today is we are giving our service, our promise. The promise I made to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that I'm not going to betray him. And as long as he have not betrayed Biafra, I will stand by him and for him till the end. That is my promise, and that promise is not just to him, but it is between me and God. So every one of you who have supported this movement up to this point, that we are now globally, that we are now in the US Congress, that we are now in Washington, D.C., we are now in the discussion of the American policymakers, what has never happened in the history of Biafra, including during the war. I want every one of you to understand that the progress we have made so far, we have not made, Biafra in the history have not made this progress, even during the Biafra war. So put that at the back of your mind. We have breaking the doors and the jinx that has held Biafra back for many decades. I remember all of you when I said that it is a step-by-step process. I told you that the time is coming when we are going to now focus on the diplomatic fight of Biafra liberation. That's where we are today. We have set every institution of the government. We have made sure that all mechanisms that we are supposed to have before we start going to the people to knock at the door of the people that will make Biafra to come and recognize Biafra, we have to put those mechanisms and everything in place. We have done that. We have achieved that. And so, which is the reason everybody is listening to us. When you want to go and they have to ask you, where is your map? What have you done? We have even gone as far as conducting self-referendum. The self-referendum have recorded sources. It is not only that, we've been able to hold Nigeria in a very, very tight corner for the past 3 years. The Biafra people have given vote of no confidence by every Monday sit at home to every representative of Nigeria in Biafra land. So we have been able to delegitimize Nigeria using multidimensional approach. So what I'm trying to say here is that do not let anybody to bring you back to the age of the stone, thinking that Biafra struggle is for a family or for a certain people. No, it is not. We are only here to make sure that the promise we made to our fellow human being and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that we did not break that promise. And we continue to stand on this promise till he comes out. And if he did not back down on Biafra, we will continue to stand on the promise. But the good news is that, like I said, he is going to be released in a very historic way. I want you to listen to what he said in the last court. He said the persecution of Ndigo will end with him because he knows what is going on. He knows that the end has come. He knows that we are going to be the end of this whole thing. He knows that by the time we finish with Nigeria, we are going to hand over freedom to our new generation. And that is where the whole persecution of Ndibo ends. So if you understand that word very well, when I told you, I am going to take word, I take word inside the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that thing he said in court actually have, vindicated me, because it is in line with our thought. It is in line with everything we have said in this process of liberation. And of course, those who have been the criminals killing our people, he talked to them as well. You remember when our people were carried, when they pushed our commanders, in helos, and they will drive them across Biafra land. They have killed this one, they have killed baby, this, they have killed that. You remember how they have killed our people? So he was talking to the criminals who were making kidnappings and killing our people. You know that there is the one they call Madubugo, who was the commander of ESN. That one is gallivanting in Abuja. He lived in government house. So that one was part of the kidnapping ring of Ifeanyi Ejiofor. He was into kidnapping. He kidnapped the commissioner of the former commissioner of utility in Anambra State. This information is public. I called the man's name. It is on social. It is on media. Nigerian News reported it. They swore oath with this man, and they were collecting 30 million. I have called on this man to come out and deny what I'm saying. If it is a lie. They swore oath. They kidnapped this man, give him oath in the bush, and release him after collecting ransom. This Madubugu. And today, with my exposition, maybe the man may have gotten his freedom of paying them 10 million every time. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped newly, in 2021. This man was the one sponsoring them going, even sponsoring the J4 going to court in Abuja, just for formality. Every time that is court, this man will give them 10 million. And he give this 10 million to Madubugo. Madubugo will take cash and go to Abuja and give a job for 3 million. I have every information. So now, this man, I have challenged Soludo. Your commissioner was kidnapped. Can he come to tell Biafrans or Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, who kidnapped him, who gave him oath? I already told him that that oath they gave you will never do anything to you. And of course, which I believe you have realized by now, because I don't believe he's still paying them after the exposition. So now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking to people kidnapping people in Biafra land. He's talking to them. Today, ask yourself, why is that Madubugo, who was this ESN commander, is no longer going to the court to kiss Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That is the question that everybody should be asking. They were the one who goes to the court to kiss Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why is he no longer going to the court? He was talking to those criminals. But you know what they do? They say, oh, he was talking to Simon Ekpa. Is Simon Ekpa a kidnapper? I am fighting Nigeria government, Nigeria terrorist government, fighting the army who comes to kill our people, who killed the IPOB even when I was not in Biafra struggle. These are the people that our guns are against. And they know that very well. But because they have collected money thinking that will stop me, and they have not stopped me for the past 3 years. And here we are, you know, surging ahead into the declaration of the independence state of Biafra, the redeclaration and restoration of independence state of that Biafra, and all of them are running mad. So my people in the cabinet, I want every one of you to just beat your chest, shake yourself, clap for yourself, because you have done something nobody else have done in Biafra struggle. You have made a history that nobody else has made. Today, because of you, we have scattered the entire United States Congress, and everybody is now posing with Biafra Charter. They now come to understand what is Biafra. They are interested in knowing more about Biafra, and many dignitaries are hopeful to embrace our convention in Finland, and that is going to be another history from this 29th of November to 10th of December 2024. We are going to make history and be part of this history. Do not let anybody distract you. No matter the propaganda on social media, it is going to increase. Do not let them distract you. Be focused and focused and focused. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, the members of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile and the Biafra de facto government in Homeland. Good evening, press people. Ladies and gentlemen of the press that are seated here also to listen to me this evening on emergency space tonight. I want to thank the entire Biafrans for their cooperation, their resilience, and of course, the compliance in what we are doing, especially in the delegitimization of the Nigeria in Biafra land. I want everyone to understand, as I will go closer to December 2024 convention in Finland, the enemies are panicking and are quaking. I want you also to understand that when a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I want every one of you Biafran people to understand that our freedom is indivisible. The chain on any Biafra person today is a chain on all of us. The chain on my people of Biafra is a chain on me. And that's why, for those who are wondering, why do we have all this good life in where we reside on, residing in a different part of the world, and we decide and choose to fight for our people who are back home? It's because the chain on them is also a chain in all of us that are fighting from exile. My fellow Biafrans, today marks the 9th day of the 30-day lockdown of the Nigeria institution within Biafra land. And I want you to understand that we have recorded success in this phase of the delegitimization that is being enforced by Biafra government. I want everyone to understand that as we approach this December, when they were thinking that what we are doing is joke, And all of a sudden, they have come to realize that it's no longer a joke. A lot of propaganda will be flying out there. You may see uprise and upsurge of other many spokespersons coming, springing up from all over Nigeria, from Arewa to the Afonjas. All of them are coming on social media today to tell you who is working for Nigeria government and who is not working for Nigeria government. We've actually passed that particular stage. I am not here to debunk their nonsense propaganda. I'm just here to tell you, Biafrans, that you must stand very strong. As more propagandas will be coming, you must stand very strong. We have been able to nurture you for a day like this. And that is the reason we must all be very tough in our standing firmly for the Biafra freedom. There is no other reason we are doing what we are doing today other than to be free from the Nigeria and the British enslavement. I want every one of you to understand that when the water starts boiling, it becomes very foolish to turn off the heat. The water is boiling, the Nigeria is boiling, and it will be very foolish of you and I at this point that the water is boiling and Nigeria is boiling to quench the light. It's very foolish. We will never quench this light. We will never turn off this light and the heat that is making this water to boil, because our main target and main reason why we put the heat on in the first place is to make the water to boil. Our water is boiling today. We will not off the heat until we are done with why and the reason we put the water to that temperature. My brothers and sisters, my fellow citizens of Biafra, I want you to understand that in the coming days and weeks, a lot will be happening in Biafra land. The legitimization of Nigeria will come with a lot of resistance. We are going to stand very firm to defeat this giant Goliath, which is known as Nigeria. We, as small as we are, in David form, will show the mighty power of God that we worship in the coming weeks. I want you to understand that our aim and objective is to make sure that Nigeria never breathes till December. I told you people a few weeks ago that this particular phase we're entering is a phase where we will never allow Nigeria to breathe till December declaration. My fellow citizens of Biafra, I want you to understand that those that are falling victims of Nigeria state terrorism, I want you to understand that every death will be revenged. Every death will be avenged by the Biafra government and Biafra forces. Nobody will kill Biafra under this my watch as a Prime Minister of Biafra government, both in the homeland and in exile, and they will live to tell the story. Those who committed these atrocities against Biafra in Ogbaro will be hunted down. The promise I have come to give you today is that those who perpetrated these heinous crimes, the terrorism against our people in Ogbaro, will be hunted down. I want you to go and mark this particular word I'm telling you today. All of them who came to Ogbaro to kill our people in the name of terrorism will be hunted down by the Biafra forces. It's not going to take time. And hopefully, we are going to post them on social media, how we have been able to decimate them in a few days to come. My fellow Biafrans, I have come to tell you this evening that the 21 days that is still remaining, you remember to stay out and stay away from Nigeria facilities. Very, very important. Stay away from any Nigeria facility. Stay away from secretariat. Stay away from police. Stay away from the terrorist army. Stay away from their checkpoint. This is something that is going to take a lot of time for the delegitimization to completely take effect. It is going to take a lot of time. So if nothing is happening in your area, do not think that we have forgotten your area. The entire Biafra land is sealed as I'm talking to you today. The entire Biafra territory is sealed. And simultaneously, the delegitimization of Nigeria will continue to take place. We will continue to defend our land against Nigeria terrorism. We will continue to defend our women and children against the onslaught and barbarism of the Nigeria state. We
We will continue to make sure that our women and children will no longer fall a victim of Nigerian terrorism. So I thank you this evening for joining to this particular emergency space briefing, where we have come to update you on what is to come and what is happening. My fellow citizens of Biafra, I say again, when a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. The Nigeria state will be met with the exact and equal measure of force that have come to our land to kill our people. You saw what happened yesterday in Obaro. They killed our innocent people. Even when they were lying lifelessly on the floor, they had to pour a gasoline and set them ablaze. It is only terrorists that can do that. No trained military, no trained army officer will kill innocent people without gun and set them ablaze. It is the art of terrorism in the highest order. And my fellow Biafrans, I can never sleep until Biafra revenge what happened in Obaro yesterday. I swear to God, as a Prime Minister of Biafra, I will never go to sleep until we revenge the killings of the Biafrans in Obaro. And of course, as that is happening, we will be telling them how prepared we are to defend our land. I want you to understand that the kind of guerrilla warfare that we are fighting today is the type that nobody have ever seen. And we are going to escalate it until we get to the maximum level that we are looking up to. The declaration of the Biafra restoration of independence that is going to happen this December 2nd is sacrosanct. We are not moving, we are not quaking, we are not stepping back our feet an inch. We will continue to maintain this particular date, and every work we are doing as a government will be channeled to make sure that this date remain and there will be no change, there will be no postponement. The 2nd of December is sacrosanct. And those of you who have the opportunity to be in Finland, you are still having the opportunity to go and register for the convention to be part of this historic day and historic event. My fellow Biafrans, we are making waves all over the world. The Biafra national team of football will be playing the first ever international tournament somewhere in the world. And that place, I will not mention it at this point until the time is right. But just to inform you that the Biafra government has now a national team that comprises of professional football players of Biafra origin, and they will be representing Biafra for the very first time. Biafra will participate in international football tournament. Biafra national team will be unveiled on the first day of this tournament. My fellow Biafrans, those of you that still doubting what we are doing and the resolve to restore the independence of Biafra, we will shock you. I want you to understand that the Biafra Liberation Army and resistance fighters and Biafra Navy and all forces of Biafra are standing very firmly, and they are gallantly defending our land, neutralizing these terrorists that come in the name of Nigeria forces in their different uniforms and categories in our land to kill and maim. Biafra resistance fighters will continue to defend our land against these terrorists. And so, whenever you see the activities of these Biafra defense forces going on, do not panic. They are not there for you. They are there for the enemies that carries gun to kill our people.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans. I welcome all of you to this emergency State of the Union address of the Biafra Prime Minister, myself, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. My fellow Biafrans, this is month of October 2024. And we are very close to our convention in Finland. The security of life and property of Biafra people will always be the most priority of the Biafra government. And we will continue to respond proactively in solving and resolving the issue of security, especially when our people and our land comes under serious threat. Nigeria, as a failed state, will continue to fail to protect those that call themselves Nigerian citizens. The call for Biafra self-determination through the secessionists of Biafra or through the secession of Biafra, as Nigeria terrorist state fondly call it, is deeply rooted in historical grievances, the economic grievances and economic disparity and socio-political marginalization, and now with the renewed Islamic Usman Danfodio expansionists. Our struggle has become a struggle for survival of the Biafra people. For many decades, Biafrans, both those who have agitated in the past, Biafrans, for many of these agitators have argued that for leaving Nigeria is not just about identity, but today it has become about the survival, progress, and justice. My fellow Biafrans, in the early hour of today, the 1st October 2024, the Biafra Defense Forces has destroyed, neutralized the proposed facility that was built to house and train Boko Haram in a place called Ehimembano in Imo State, former Imo State. Any more of such facility will be destroyed by Biafra forces. We call on Biafrans to give credible information on any further project of the Nigeria terrorist state targeted at bringing in Boko Haram for training in Biafra land, or to be used to house fighters that the intention was to use against Biafra forces. Because the Nigeria terrorist army has been defeated, and all they do is to bring in fighters in whatever guise. Biafra land is not good for Chinese loan. The Biafra people were excluded during the time Nigeria state took loan from China. Our land and our people are not good to be part of the dividend of Chinese loan. Biafra land is not good for rail line, where every part of Nigeria, as they created it fraudulently today, has benefited from the rail line, except Biafra land. Biafra land is not good to have seaport, irrespective of the fact that the Gulf of Guinea is connected to the Biafra land. Biafra land is not good for the headquarters of many multinational corporations that came to Nigeria or Niger area to do business only and solely for the natural resources that is found in Biafra land. None of these multinational corporations has their head office or headquarters in Biafra land to create job for the Biafra people, indigenous people. Biafra land is therefore not good for IDP camp or in any name that will accommodate any terrorists from northern Nigeria or from any part of the world. Biafra land is not a dumping ground for terrorists. For that reason, the Biafra Defense Forces have destroyed the property and the facilities, and of course, anything that is connected to it will be destroyed in Biafra land. It is a message that we are sending out to the terrorist state to prove the capacity, that Biafra government controls Biafra territory from exile, and of course, with the activities of the de facto government in the homeland. The responsiveness of the Biafra government has shown that the Biafra government take the security of lives and properties of our people, especially our women and children, very seriously. We have fought Nigeria terrorism for the past 3 years, secretly. And I wish one day the world will want to know what has happened in Biafra land from 2021 to this date. And we have been able to secure successfully the land of Biafra. It is only in Biafra land that our people are not living in IDP camp. Across Nigeria, every other region, people are living in IDP camp. Like they have come shambolically, claiming that people from the north will be moved to Biafra land, where Biafra forces and defense have been able to secure our land against the terrorism. We also have intel that the proposed movement of these people were actually in order to bring in Boko Haram fighters to Biafra land to fight against Biafra forces. My fellow Biafran, in Yoruba land, the Yorubas are taking refuge in neighboring country, Benin Republic, for insecurity by the Nigeria terrorism or Nigeria terrorist state in the name of the Islamic expansionist Usman Dan Fodio legacy. Many Yorubas are today living in Benin Republic. They left the ancestral land as they are looking for a safe place to stay. The people that have chased them out of the ancestral land are Fulanis. They call them Fulani herdsmen. They have occupied Yoruba land, and today many of them have left their land and they are not secured in their own land. Biafra land will not be the same. Biafra will continue to respond to Nigeria terrorism plan and tactics very ruthlessly in defense of our land. While Nigeria terrorist state have openly supported Palestine independence and continue to financially support terrorism against Israel, the Biafra people will continue to stand with Israel, and at the same time, we are not against those agitating for independence of South Palestine or for self-determination. But we are strongly against the terrorism against Israel and against the state of Israel. Nigeria always go to the United Nations General Assembly to advocate for the freedom and self-determination of Palestine, and these are people who have not fixed their own problem in Niger area. Today, we will do worse than what the Palestinians have done, if that is what will make the world to listen to us. Palestine have not lost 3 million children. We did. We lost 3 million children from 1967 to 1970. Palestine have not lost what Biafra lost. Palestine do not have what Biafra have. We power Nigeria's economy from our natural resources. What do we get in return? Marginalization, killing, pogroms, and what have you. On this note, just for the latecomers who have not followed the event of Nigeria and Biafra for a very long time, I want the Biafra media to play the representation and advocating of the independence of Palestine by the former president of Nigeria in the name of Muhammadu Buhari, because I have come across many people commenting on social media and they were outraged about the current vice president, who is, by the way, the founder of Boko Haram, advocating for independent state of Palestine. I would like the media team to play that, as on that particular rock, I will build my church today.
We need to remind ourselves of the principles that led to the founding of the United Nations. Among those are peaceful coexistence and self-determination of peoples. In this context, Mr. President, the unresolved question of self-determination for the Palestinian people and those of Western Sahara, both nations having been adjudged by the United Nations as qualifying for this inalienable right, must now be assured and fulfilled without any further delay or obstacle. The international community has come to pin its hopes on resolving the Palestinian issue through the two-state solution, which recognizes the legitimate right of each state to exist in peace and security. The world has no more excuses or reasons to delay the implementation of the long list of Security Council resolutions on this question. Neither do we have the moral right to deny any people their freedom or condemn them indefinitely to occupation and blockade.
Thank you very much. I would also like to have the latest video from the United Nations General Assembly of the current Vice President of Nigeria, who was the founder of Boko Haram. Thank you very much.
We are all witnesses to the heart-wrenching situation in Gaza and other Palestinian territories. We cannot discuss war and peace, conflicts and resolution, or humanitarian imperatives today without reflecting on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that has been raging since 7th August last year. Of course, the conflict predates this period and has been simmering for a better part of half a century. What it tells us is that the international community has failed to live up to the spirit and aspirations of the United Nations to rid the world of inequality, violence, and domination of one people by another. Justice is antithetical to revenge. Freedom is an inalienable right and a natural entitlement that cannot be denied to any people. The Palestinian people deserve their independence. They deserve to have a home of their own in territories already recognized by this very assembly and by international law, which is being routinely ignored. Nigeria continues to urge efforts to bring back on track the two-state solution that offers the prospect for a new beginning for the region.
Thank you very much. My fellow Biafrans and listeners from across the world, with the clip you just listened to, the last one is the current Vice President of Nigeria, who is the founder of Boko Haram. The first video you listened to was the former President of Nigeria, who also was one of the Islamic fundamentalism pillar in Nigeria and in Africa. Nigeria, with this, has demonstrated to be enemy of America and enemy of the West. While the Biafra will continue to support the state of Israel, have you seen that this is a black and white that can never mix together? Nigeria have advocated for the independent state of Palestine, which we are not against as a people looking for freedom. But what we are against is terrorism against the state of Israel. And the 7th of October attack, terrorism attack against Israel, Biafra people continue to condemn that terrorist attack. Nigeria, having advocated in 2024 for the independent state of Palestine, should be bold enough to also accept the outcome of the Biafra self-referendum in peace or in pieces. I want you all to understand that Nigeria can never be trusted. America can never trust Nigeria. The West can never trust Nigeria. Nigeria remains an Islamic fundamentalist country that all the agenda is to support anything anti-West and anti-America. It does not matter how they pretend with you today, they will end up becoming your worst enemy. The earlier the world, the Western world and America accept the state of Biafra as only true allies in the West Africa, the better for them. Examples are many. I will use Iraq. I can also use Afghanistan. After 23 years, America pumped billions of dollars into Afghanistan. Today, Taliban are completely in charge of American weapons that America struggled for 23 years to stabilize that country. Nigeria will do worse than Afghanistan if Biafra is not supported. There are several compelling reasons why as many as 50 million Biafrans who voted in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum used their vote to advocate for independence of Biafra. The reasons are very numerous. And I will take it one at a time. From the historical injustices against Biafra people, the Nigeria genocidal war against Biafra from 1967 to 1970, also known as the Biafra War, was a brutal chapter in Nigeria history. The eastern region, known as Biafra, declared independence as the Republic of Biafra after enduring many years of systematic marginalization and violent pogroms in the northern Nigeria and other parts of Nigeria. The war resulted in an estimated 1 to 3 million deaths, children, primarily from starvation due to the blockade imposed by the Nigeria terrorist government. This tragic history has left deep scars in millions of Biafrans and, of course, in Biafra consciousness, especially when the post-war reconciliation was superficial and incomplete. With the IRRR, the continuous reference of the Biafra War serves as a painful reminder that the Biafra people were once persecuted and betrayed by a country that was supposed to protect them. That betrayal has tripled today after over 50 years. We have seen the killings of Biafrans and destruction of their businesses across Nigeria, not just in the northern Nigeria today, but also in the southwest Yoruba land. In Lagos, to be precise, we saw pogroms against Biafrans in Lagos after 2023 election. And I will take it on the economic exploitation. As Nigeria celebrates their failed independence, the division of Nigeria into 6 geopolitical zones without the consent of the people was an injustice taken too far that have cut the wound of the war even deeper than as we thought. The eastern region, which is supposed to be called Southeastern or Southeast region, in accordance with the geography, today it is called the Southeast instead of the Southern region. They manipulated the geographic, manipulated the demography in order to fight the freedom and suppress and subjugate Biafra people not to rise up. The region which would form the heart of modern Biafra is rich in natural resources, particularly oil. Despite this wealth, the artificial and the fake Southeast feel disappropriately excluded from the economic and political benefit of their own land. the so-called Niger Delta, which majority falls within the Biafra, the proposed Biafra borders of today, generate a significant portion of the Nigeria wealth through crude oil. Yet, that region remains underdeveloped, suffering from poor infrastructure, environmental degradation, and poverty. Yet, they are faced with Nigeria terrorist army bombardment, like the recent killing in the Biafra Okoma community in Delta. The argument for Biafra is also an economic one. The resources of the Biafra people are being siphoned to enrich a far distant federal government in Abuja, while the region remains underdeveloped. That is coming to an end with the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, coming this year, 2024. My fellow Biafrans, we also suffered what I call the political marginalization within the Nigeria state. Since the end of the Biafra war, Biafra people have constantly been sidelined from the Nigeria political landscape, despite being one of the 3 largest ethnic groups. No Igbo-speaking Biafra person has held the presidency since 1983. Key government positions, security appointments, and the military leadership role are disproportionately skewed in favor of the Northern Hausa, Fulani, and Western Yoruba elites. Many Igbo-speaking Biafrans believe, and of course it's a fact, that this is a deliberate exclusion from power to prevent their voices from being heard in decision-making process. While those who happen to be very close to power have sold their subconsciousness to self-aggrandizement, those who may have positive agenda that could shape the country's future are not allowed. Today, we are no longer agitating for inclusion, but for complete freedom of Biafra people, where the aspiration of every Biafran will be achieved, where the potential will be attained, where Biafrans will compete among nations in innovation, where free education will be mandatory, where our hospitals will be equipped, and the national insurance scheme will be completely functional. My fellow Biafrans, compelling reasons why Biafrans are leaving Nigeria are many. I'm just taking a few of them today. We have also cultural and ethnic disparities. Nigeria is an amalgamation of hundreds of ethnic groups with distinct cultures, languages, and worldviews. Biafrans, with their entrepreneurial spirit, democratic social structure, and emphasis on individual merit, often found themselves at odds with the more hierarchical feudal system, and I call it nomadic system of the North, and the communal political structure of the Yoruba West. Many believe that the deep-seated differences between the ethnic groups in Nigeria makes it difficult to forge a cohesive national identity, which is fact, leading to continuous frictions and disharmony, and I call it dangerous diversity, which will never ever work in the modern age. Biafra, on the other hand, would allow the people to govern themselves according to their own culture and cultural value and system in a confederation and a confederating state of Biafra. The insecurity and violence orchestrated by the Nigeria terrorist state against Biafra people from inception. Ethnic violence, Islamic expansionist violence, banditry, and terrorism have been on the rise across Nigeria, with the Biafra people often caught in the crossfire. In particular, they come in the form of Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, and other extremist groups. They have targeted civilians, with the government sometimes supporting them to offer adequate protection. In many cases, the Biafra people are specifically victimized, with the Nigeria state either unwilling or unable to ensure their security. The renewed call for Biafra is rooted in the fact that an independent state of Biafra would be better equipped to secure the lives and property of its citizens, free from corruption and inefficiencies of the Nigeria terrorist government. I want to remind you that a few years ago, heads were being beheaded in Biafra land. Today, that particular insecurity killings of Biafra have ended with the emergence of the Biafra Defense Force. And of course, with the formation of the Biafra government, both de facto government and the government in exile. We are also facing, within the Nigeria state, youth unemployment and economic stagnation. The Biafra people are renewed for their entrepreneurial prowess, with successful business ventures both within Nigeria and across the world. Despite this, many young Biafrans face a high level of unemployment and underemployment. The Nigeria terrorist government inability to create an enabling environment for business growth and industrialization disproportionately affect the Southeast and South-South, which made up the entire Biafra land. The region, poor infrastructure, including electricity, road, education, hinders the full realization of the economic potential of Biafra people. An independent state of Biafra will prioritize regional development, focusing on innovation, trade, and infrastructure, uncumbered by the inefficiencies of the central government. Biafra, as an independent nation, will secure the Gulf of Guinea and, of course, end the piracy in the high sea, which has caused serious tension, carrying out international trade using the high sea and waterways. The emergence of Biafra will put an end to the piracy in the high sea. I want you to understand that the more you try to deprive yourself of this truth, the more you are caught in the cobweb of the truth. The resurgence of ethnic nationalism in Nigeria. We have seen in recent time the resurgence of ethnic nationalism caused by the dangerous diversity. Example of it, if you go to social media, you're going to find out there is a very big resurgence of ethnic nationalism. Our sister, for example, in Canada, her case is an example of that. Nigeria swing into action within 1 minute, writing to Canadian government, the House of Assembly or House of Rep wrote a letter within short period of time. Yorubas on social media, of course, because she is a Biafran. In recent years, the global climate has become more supportive of self-determination and the secessionist movement. From the independence referenda in Scotland, even in Catalonia, though they are not yet independent, but the creation of this awareness in support of self-referendum has gained global support. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the state creation like the state of Sudan, South Sudan. There is a growing recognition that ethnic groups have right to determine their own future, just like you're listening from the Nigeria representative at the United Nations, the current vice president of Nigeria, supporting this particular move. The Biafra government has also continued to argue in international stage that the right to self-determination is enshrined in international law, and the Biafra people have also activated this particular law by organizing their own self-referendum, which Biafra people are very happy to participate in and have voted, and the voting is still ongoing and will continue until November 28, 2024. The opportunity to vote on their future through a peaceful and democratic process organized by the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland. The referendum has recorded over 50 million votes as of today, 1st of October 2024. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to understand that the call for Biafra independence is not a rejection of Nigeria or a rejection of Britain, but it is a demand for justice, dignity, and equality. For many Biafrans, remaining in a system that continually marginalizes, exploits, and devalues them is untenable. Biafra offers the promise of self-determination, economic progress, cultural preservation, and security of a nation where the Biafra spirit can strive without the constraint of a broken federation. While the road to Biafra independence is fraught with challenges, the desire for a better, more equitable future fuels the call for the exit of Biafra from Nigeria. And Simon Ekpa is leading Biafra out of Nigeria from the 2nd of December 2024. Biafra government has activated international diplomatic tussle against Nigeria at the highest level. My fellow Biafrans, with this, I welcome you to the month of October 2024. We have just less than 2 months to kickstart our convention in Finland. May God bless the state of Biafra. May God bless the state of Israel. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless Finland, and may God bless Europe. May God bless the Western world. We love you all. From Biafra people, from the Biafra Liberation Army, from the Biafra government, to all of you. We stand together in this particular time of trial. Israel, stand very strong. You have your brothers from Biafra land, and nothing can separate us. From here, from me, airborne to the Biafra Defense Forces, airborne to the IDF, airborne to those who believe that freedom is taken and not given. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra.